Waddle me. Waddle me.
Hi YouTube friends.
And family? Is that our gig now?
We're just trying it on. We're not very good at that. But welcome. Today we are going to be making homemade pizza sauce, which is delicious and a million times better than what you would get in a can or a jar. So, and it's not that hard. You just have to plan ahead because it does take a little bit of time for like simmering and cooking all the flavors together. So we'll just go ahead and get started, run through the ingredients, and then we'll just start putting stuff into my little, I think this is the Dutch oven is what it's technically called, cast iron. Flavors in cast iron are so much better than like a normal nonstick pan. Anywho, so starting, obviously the base of this is going to be a tomato puree. This is San Marzano style whole peeled tomatoes.
I'll open it.
Oh, that would be great. That would be very helpful. So obviously we need them pureed, so we'll be pureeing them. I read a tip that these whole tomatoes actually hold the most flavor. You can buy like pureed tomatoes or diced tomatoes, but you're never gonna get as good a flavor with those as you would with a whole tomato. So that's why I went with that. We'll puree it ourselves. And then we have pepper, olive oil, honey, minced garlic, minced onions, which are just like chopped up onions really small, brown sugar, fresh basil from our garden. This guy grew it. We have some parsley, oregano, thyme, and salt. So all pretty basic ingredients. We'll start with getting these tomatoes ready for the sauce. So I have my little blender here. We're just gonna pour it into there. And we're gonna blend it up.
Oh, geez.
Do it over that. You need an apron just in case your shirt gets dirty.
Yeah, I shouldn't have worn white.
Oh wow, that fills it up. So that's a 28-ounce can that we are using. So I probably should have used my like normal blender, but this is the one I had out on the counter. So we're gonna use this. It has a suction cup on the bottom, so I couldn't move it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pulse it, get it to small pieces.
That was quick.
Ninja blender is really good. That's like my second time using it. So, hopefully that's not too...
It'll be fine.
Sometimes I like to leave a little bit of chunks, but this bad boy did not leave any chunks, which is fine. Because then we'll just have smooth pizza sauce. So, starting with that, the 28 ounces, all of them in here. So, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Elsa, you gotta move. You gotta move. She's hoping that I'm gonna like drop something, but none of this is anything she would like. So 1, 2 olive oil, and then I already have this pre-measured out. This is 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, which makes it delicious.
Sweet.
Yes, and then we're gonna do 1.5 tablespoons of honey. So it's 1.5 tablespoons. There's 1. I'm just gonna eyeball the half. There is the half.
So what's the name for this? For this pizza sauce?
The best pizza sauce. I just want to call everything the best. All right. So next we have minced garlic is the word, pre-measured. It is 1 tablespoon, and then 1 tablespoon of minced onion. We're just gonna mix it all in here and then cook it. If you wanted to, I just realized I probably should have done olive oil and onions first to get that like nice flavor, but I didn't do that, so I'll let you know how it is without doing that, but you should try that.
It'll be good.
Yeah, well. Okay, so parsley, we're going to do 1/4 teaspoon, so just a little teeny bit. And then oregano, we're gonna do 1 teaspoon. Oh. And then, what else do we have?
The sweet sauce, can we call it that?
The sweet sauce.
Sweet sauce?
Sweet pizza sauce.
Sweet pizza sauce.
Thyme is 1/2 teaspoon. I just use the ground thyme, but I know there's like different versions of it. Do whichever you prefer. And then for salt, we're gonna do 1/4 teaspoon, using my French gray salt that has really delicious flavor. And then also 1/4 teaspoon of pepper with our pepper grinder. Ooh, we need to fill that up. Okay, and then the last thing is basil, and we are gonna do fresh basil that is in the or from our garden. Obviously you want it to be smaller, so that's where kitchen shears come in handy. I love using them for cutting any kind of leaves for efficiency. I'm just gonna pile them up on here. I know you love efficiency.
Oh yeah, you gotta be lean.
This smells so good. So I'm just gonna cut like little lines. I can do the corners, so there's little pieces, but just cut it up somewhat smallish and get it in there.
It's a good time for our not sponsor, Bold Rock Cider.
It is a good time for that.
Don't forget.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have all the ingredients in here. It looks delicious. Well, I don't want to spill it over. I'm trying to give you a nice view of it. So we're just gonna put it on the oven over here, or the stove, and put it on medium heat. Stir it all together. And
Low and slow.
low and slow. So we're gonna put it on medium heat, stir it a lot, and then once it seems like it's like boiling and cooking real good, then we'll turn the heat down just a little bit and let it simmer for 45 minutes, checking in on it and stirring throughout that 45 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cook it up and show you some clips. See you in 45 minutes. I should also add, you can leave your sauce covered, but towards the end you'll definitely want to uncover it so it can get thicker and become more of like a sauce consistency instead of like a thin consistency. So covered and then uncovered.
Are you recording that?
I did record it. Well, I'm still recording it. All right, we're back. This has been sitting on the stove for 45 minutes and it is the perfect consistency. I did about 20 minutes covered, 25 minutes not covered, once it was low and simmering and not like splattering everywhere. So you really can't see it with the angle that the camera's at, so I want to make sure you can see what it looks like. So I'll put some in a clear bowl, but really good consistency for... Thor, stop.
That might not be edited out. I'm probably gonna leave that in there.
Oh no. Sorry, distracting. So it's a good consistency. It's not too thin. Just really good, and you can see the chunks from the onions and the garlic, and it looks really delicious. So we're gonna try it. It does have a nice, well, last time I had it, it had a sweetness to it. So let's see if it's still there. It's nice and sweet.
It's where it's at.
So good. So
I was gonna put it back in there because I wanted some more, but not quite sanitary.
well, thanks for watching. Hopefully, this is a really easy recipe for you to try to make your own pizza sauce, and you can realize how much better it is when you make it yourself than when you buy it in a can.
So much better.
So much better. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Oh, hang on.
You can't put it back in there.
Oh, you're right.
I'll cut it out.